Hare Krishna, welcome to ISKCON Detroit Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam morning class. So today we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, text number 35. Text 35. Oh, let us start invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vyasam
Tato Jayamudire
Tato Jayamudire
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttamaśloke
Bhagavati Uttamaśloke
Bhaktir Bhagavati Naistiki
Bhaktir Bhagavati Naistiki.
Hare Krishna. So, welcome to ISKCON Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam morning class. So, reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, How Parīkṣit Received the Age of Kali. Text number 35. Kāvāsaheta viraham purushottamasya Kāvāsaheta viraham purushottamasya Premāvalokaruchirasmitavalgujalpai Premāvalokaruchirasmitavalgujalpai Stairyam samanam aharam madhu maninam Stairyam samanam aharam madhu maninam Romotsavo mamayad angri vitantitai Romotsavo mamayad angri vitantitai. So let us go word by word. Ka, who, va, either, saheta, can tolerate, viraham, separation, Purushottamasya, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Prema, loving, Avaloka, glancing, Ruchirasmita, pleasing smile, Valgujalpai, hurt, hearty appeals, Styrium, gravity, Samanam, along with passionate flight, Ahara, conquered, Madhu, sweethearts, Mani Inam, women such as Satyabhama, Roma Utsavaha, hair standing on and out of pleasure, Mama, mine, Yat, whose, angry feet, Vitankitai, Dayaha, imprinted with. Translation and purport by Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation. Who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from that Supreme Personality of Godhead? He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts like Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love, pleasing glance and hearty appeals. When he traversed my earth's surface, I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be sumptuously covered with grass, which appeared like hair standing on me out of pleasure. Please repeat. Who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from that Supreme Personality of Godhead. He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts like Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love, pleasing glance and hearty appeals. When he traversed my earth's surface, I will be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be sumptuously covered with grass, which appeared like hairs standing on me out of pleasure. Perfect. There were chances of separation between the Lord and his thousands of queens because of the Lord's being absent from home. But as far as his connection with earth was concerned, the Lord would traverse the earth with his lotus feet, and therefore there was no chance of separation. When the Lord left the surface of the earth to return to his spiritual abode, the earth's feelings of separation were therefore more acute. So let us read text 36 also, which is the last verse of this chapter. which has no purport. So, tayor evam katayato prithvi dharmayastata Parīkṣinnāma Prapta Prachim Sarasvatim. Let us go word by word. Tayo, between them. Evam, thus. Katayato, engaged in conversation. Prithvi, Dharmayo, and the personality of religion. Tada, at that time. Parīkṣit, King Parīkṣit. Nama, of the name. Rajarsi, a saint amongst kings. Prapta, arrived. Prachim, flowing towards the east. Saraswati, river Saraswati. Translation by His Divine Mahārāja Parīkṣit. Translation. While the earth and the personality of religion were thus engaged in conversation, the saintly King Parīkṣit reached the shore of Saraswati river, which flowed towards the east. Please repeat. While the earth and the personality of religion were thus engaged in conversation, the saintly King Parīkṣit reached the shore of Saraswati river, which flowed towards the east. Thus ends the Bhakti-Vedanta purports of first canto, 16th chapter of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, entitled How Parīkṣit Received the Age of Kali. Om Ajnānatimirandasya Jnānanjanānshalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamahyaṁ Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatamritam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parigana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Marita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sna He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhuktare Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravaktananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So yesterday we have seen in text 34 as how a personality of religion, like Mother Earth was replying to personality of religion, O personality of religion, I was greatly overburdened by the undue military alliances arranged by atheistic kings, and I was relieved by the grace of personality of Godhead. Similarly, you are also in a distressed condition, weakened in your standing strength, and thus you also incarnated by his internal energy in the family of Yadus to redeem you. So today, we see who therefore can tolerate the pangs of separation from that supreme personality of Godhead. He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweet heart, like Satyabhama by his sweet smile of love. Pleasing glance and hearty approach. When he traversed my earth's surface, I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be sumptuously covered with grass which appeared like hairs standing on me out of pleasure. So here the Mother Earth laments Krishna's departure because while he walked upon her surface, there was never separation. His lotus feet sanctified the whole earth, and his departure created unbearable feelings of separation. And Purport highlights that love is measured not merely by association, but by one's feeling its separation. Srila Prabhupada's lecture further explains that Krishna is Purushottama, the supreme enjoyer, and that our happiness lies in reviving our eternal relationship with him through devotional service. So, today we hear Mother Earth speaking, and surprisingly she is not lamenting because of war or some natural disasters or due to Kali Yuga manifestation. No, her greatest pain is Krishna's absence. She is feeling that absence of Krishna. This teaches us that for a devotee, separation from Krishna is the greatest sorrow. Like, forgetfulness of Krishna is the greatest sorrow for a devotee. And today we discuss why separation from Krishna is actually the highest expression of love, and how can we remain connected to Krishna even when we cannot see him personally. And first comes is like, separation reveals the depth of love. Love is tested during separation. We see anybody can say, I love Krishna, but love becomes visible when Krishna appears absent, or when Krishna disappears from this material. Right? Mother Earth remembers his smile, his loving glance, his sweet words, his lotus footprints, and his transcendental pastimes that were being performed. Then these memories make separation unbearable. And when someone who you love the most, like dear ones, if they go to another place for either for education or for some other purpose, what do we preserve generally as their memories? We preserve their photos, messages, or some gifts, or some voice recordings of them. Whenever we remember them, we go see them, or whenever we remember them, we hear them, right? Similarly, devotees preserve Bhagavad Gita, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, holy name, and also deity worship. These are Supreme Lord Kṛṣṇa's gifts before his apparent departure from this material world. Before his departure, he has restored himself in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and whatever transcendental knowledge he has shared to Arjuna. Even great devotees experience the separation. The good example in this regard is like the gopis from Vrindavan. When Krishna went to Mathura, they never forgot him even for a moment. Every moment they were thinking like, oh, Krishna, at this time what Krishna might have been doing. Oh, did he eat something? Or is he playing? Or is he doing something? What is he doing now? They are constantly remembering him. So, this teaches us that separation will increase our remembrance on our loved ones. To the gopis, Krishna is the most loved one, and in the separation, they remembered more and more. If we directly see that person, if we regularly see that person and if we directly have a conversation with that person, we might not remember so much. But if we realize that the person is not within our physical proximity and who is located in a very far place, then naturally we remember a lot, right? Whenever in our family also, if our family members are living in a far place, we constantly remember about them, right? Oh, what is he doing now? How is he doing? Is he going? Is his health is okay or not? How is he doing? What is he eating? Constantly we think of those family members that we love most, right? Like that. So even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, in the form of devotee, came in the form of a devotee. He is also in remembrance of Krishna. Like, where is my Krishna? He was constantly remembering him. Mahaprabhu showed that remembrance in separation is the highest stage of devotion. It's the Vipralamba Seva, like love in the separation mode. And also, we see example from Mahabharata, how Queen Kunti, she prayed that difficulties continue if the difficulties remind her of Krishna. Even during the midst of difficulties, she prayed that Krishna, I can have these problems, but if these problems help me to remember you only. So how much pure devotee she was. She was even ready to take the problems, but still in those problems she could remember Krishna more and more. Sometimes even our suffering brings remembrance of Krishna more and more. Unlike everyone else, Mother Earth constantly felt Krishna's lotus feet, dust of his feet and his presence everywhere, because when Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, was present on earth, like he appeared on earth, he used to do many transcendental pastimes, many leelas. He used to spend a lot of time with his playhood friends like Gopa boys, and also every time he used to walk on earth, Mother Earth would feel so much happy and transcendental feeling, right? And grass growing on earth is poetically described as hair standing on an ecstasy. So, how amazing that feeling would be for her. This shows that even nature becomes spiritual if it is in contact with Krishna. How beautifully the trees would bend to Krishna whenever he comes, and the grass would also be, usually grass would be like prickly, right? But when Krishna appeared on the planet and he was playing with his Gopa boys, the grass would be like very soft. So, in order not to make his lotus feet discomfort, nature has itself turned out to be very, very nice, spiritual. And we see during festivals like Janmashtami and many big festivals, many people come and they visit the temple, and after that, next morning the temple becomes quiet again, back to normal again. Only few people who are very regular to the temple, like they will come and they will attend programs. But although those decorations remain, something feels missing. Similarly, Mother Earth felt after Krishna departed from the planet Earth. So, what reminds us most of Krishna during our daily life? Some might be interested in hearing about Krishna's pastimes. Some might be engaged in chanting his holy names, or some might be interested in attending programs in temple, or some might be engaged in doing his service. They might be very fond of doing his service, so like that. So next comes is like staying connected to Krishna today. If we ask the question like, has Krishna really left? If Krishna has returned to Goloka, how can we meet him? The possible answers could be, Krishna remains present through his holy name, because his holy name is not different from him. Krishna is not different from his holy name. And Bhagavad Gita, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, deity worship, Guru, spiritual master, and even devotees. Srila Prabhupada explains that Krishna in the heart guides sincere souls, and and externally sends the spiritual master. Both are required for our spiritual advancement. Just as a GPS navigation system needs both satellites and a receiver, our spiritual life also requires Krishna's mercy as well as Guru's guidance, spiritual master's guidance. Because under spiritual master's guidance only, we will be able to make more and more progress towards Krishna and will be very much closer to Krishna. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, if we see, Srila Prabhupada explains that devotional service begins with receiving the Bhakti Lata beads, the seed of devotion, which must be nourished through hearing and chanting. So it's like planting a seed. Guru, it's like upon the mercy of Guru and Krishna, the Bhakti, the devotional service seed is being planted in us, in our heart. And after that, if we gradually, constantly engage in hearing and chanting of holy name and also pastimes of Krishna, slowly that is like watering the seed of the plant. And then the Bhakti Lata beads, like the seed nourishes and then it grows as a plant and it finally reaches the destination of Krishna's lotus feet. So we have to imagine if you plant a seed and if you don't water it for some time, will it grow? No. Will it germinate? No, right? So similarly, after the devotional service seed is planted in our heart, we have to nourish it by supplying water in the form of chanting and hearing daily. Hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam or hearing to any pastimes of Krishna, and also chanting of the holy name regularly, constantly, at least minimum number of rounds, like starting with 1, 2, 3, whatever is comfortable for you, but slowly if you try to chant and try to increase one step at a time, then you will be able to gradually reach to a stage where you can, then nobody need to force you, but you will automatically able to chant holy names by yourself. So, just by planting seed, the seed does not give you the plant and the tree and the fruits, right? So similarly, it must be watered, protected, nourished. Even our devotional service has to be protected. We should be very careful in committing offenses towards others, like due to our impurities in our heart. We may sometimes have the tendency to commit offenses towards other Vaishnavas or senior devotees. So we must be very careful in dealing with other Vaishnavas. We must be very humble and we must be very tolerant. In order for us devotional service to grow, we have to be very humble, patient and tolerant. So our chanting, hearing, association and service nourishes the devotional plant, and it helps, these all help them to grow nicely. And Prabhupada explains that we are never independent. Either we are serving our senses, like we are servant of senses, or we are servant of Krishna. So real freedom begins when we engage our senses in Krishna's service. And if we see the story of Sudama Brahmana, Sudama had almost nothing materially, but he never forgets Krishna. When they reunited, Krishna embraced him with tears. This makes us understand that Krishna never forgets sincere love. Love is not only in respect to wealth, but love is the one which attracts him. It doesn't come from the position or some higher position or some more wealthier person. No. It is anyone can have that love towards Krishna, and Krishna just sees that love regardless of your external position or external appearance. Just sees your love, sincere love, and he makes you very closer to him and makes you realize what you have to do. So, this verse also asks us, do we remember Krishna only in the temple or throughout the week? Can one round be chanted with deep remembrance instead of mechanical chanting? We just chant means like, oh, we'll fasting, we'll do our rounds and we are done. No, that's not. At least if you come to temple, sit in front of deities and slowly chant each and every syllable of the holy name properly and try to have the darshan of the deities while you are chanting. It would be most beneficial for us. And not only in attentive chanting, but also we are getting the darshan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and His glance is upon us. And His glance and His mercy will be upon us. So it will be more and more auspicious and beneficial for each and every one of us. Today, Mother Earth teaches us that greatest loss is not losing money or losing our good health or losing some higher position, but the greatest loss is forgetting Krishna. Although Krishna is no longer physically walking on earth, He continues walking into our hearts through His holy name or His pure devotees, His instructions, His deity form, the amazing Sri Radhakun's very form, how amazing it is, how merciful He is. And also through Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. If we sincerely hear, chant and serve, what appeared to be as separation becomes the deeper association with Krishna. We will experience that deeper connection with Krishna much more when we engage in His service, in the chanting, or else in the association of devotees, where we constantly remember Krishna through various scriptures like Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Chaitanya-Charitamrita, or Śrīmad-Bhāgavad-Gīta, and many other Prabhupada books. And some of the key takeaways from today's verse is, genuine love is tested during separation, and separation intensifies remembrance of Krishna. So we have seen how when we get separated from our dear ones, we constantly remember about them. Oh, how they are doing, what they are eating, are they doing good or not? If you have the chance, you will constantly call them. Oh, what are you doing now? How is the weather there? And how are you doing? And when are you coming back? We'll ask, right? We are very curious to see them. We are very enthusiastic to see them. So similarly, if we try to develop love towards Krishna and constantly engage in His chanting of holy name and service, and also through His association of His devotees, then we will also be able to remember Him at each and every moment. Oh, Krishna has done amazing pastimes like over the Leela, how wonderful it is. Just by hearing and remembering that separation becomes a deeper connection towards you and Krishna. So Krishna remains present through His name, scriptures, Guru and devotees. And if we follow the instructions coming from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, then we will be getting much more closer to Krishna, and our path going back to Godhead is very clear and also assured. And bhakti grows when nourished daily by hearing and chanting. So Shravanam and Kirtanam. So by hearing and chanting regularly, we will be able to nourish our bhakti seed, our devotional plan, devotional service, devotional plan a lot, and we'll be able to protect it nicely with our etiquette, Vaishnava etiquette, and once it is being nourished and protected, it will grow. It will automatically grow, and you will be able to realize how conscious you are when you started in the moment, and after a few timeline, how is your consciousness? How are you behaving now, and how did you behave previously? So it is that. And our perfection is to become servants of Hrishikesha, who is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of senses. And we have to be very careful in getting trapped in Maya. We have to be, when we surrender to Krishna, Maya has no effect on us. It has, we are not being illusioned a lot. And we see after a big festival, when we come to temple after a day or two, not many devotees will be coming to temple after that, right? Only a few people will be coming. So similarly, it will be very silent, or it will be very, what you can say, alone, like desert, right? Because one day it will be like people rushing to temple, like all the day, like from morning to evening, every time when you see, it was all rushing. But after that, it is back to normal again. Only few devotees, like hardly 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 devotees who are coming regularly. So, Earth also felt that separation after Krishna's departure. And a planted seed needs daily watering, and if that is supplied, Bhakti Lata will be growing through our sadhana. Whatever we practice, whatever we chant, whatever we hear, whatever we do in the association of devotees, that improves, that nourishes the Bhakti Lata beach. And GPS, how it needs both satellites and receiver, we also require Guru's guidance and Krishna's mercy working together for us. And as a photo reminds us of someone we love, similarly, deity form of Krishna, Sri Radharani's holy name as well as scriptures, keeps Krishna present in our lives at each and every moment. If Mother Earth could feel that intense separation simply because Krishna's lotus feet is no longer touched her, how much more eager should we be to invite those same lotus feet into our hearts every day through sincere chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, let us all chant nicely and attentively, and if you are not yet started chanting, please start chanting at least a round daily, and it hardly takes 10 minutes. So out of your 24 hours, just 10 minutes if you try to spend in chanting, and you will see, you will observe change within few weeks only, how things will, how conscious you are and how your consciousness being changed gradually. So please try to chant, and if you are chanting, try to chant attentively, more sincerely, and try to take shelter of Krishna, so that you will be, your sadhana will be protected, and also take the guidance of spiritual master. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments, realizations?
I have an announcement, Prabhu. Thank you for class first. It was a very sweet class. Ramapada Swami Mahārāja has had a stroke.
Yes.
He's in the hospital right now, so just asking everyone online for prayers for him.
Sure. So, we have received the news that His Holiness Śrīnivāsa Mahārāja has been suffering with heart stroke. So we request everyone to pray for Krishna for his speed recovery, and I think we also had his visit to our temple in coming days. So hopefully everything should go normal and
This cancelled. It cancelled.
Okay, but still, it may have been rescheduled due to his health concern. So let us all pray to Krishna for a speedy recovery, and also we need to, we request prayers for even His Holiness Maharaj. And he is also, his health is also been in not good shape. So we request everyone to chant extra rounds for speedy recovery of both Maharajas, His Holiness Maharaj and also His Holiness Maharaj. And these are very pure devotees. We need their association more and more. We need their guidance. We need their more and more association. So we will pray all together for their speedy recovery, and Krishna should take care of them nicely. So, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we have few announcements, like every week Saturday we will be meeting here for Bhagavad Gita weekly discussion. If anyone is interested in getting association and also interested in reading Bhagavad Gita, everyone is welcome. Saturday at 5:30 in temple room of Dāsa Mandir. And also we have Troy Rath coming up on August 22nd. It's in Bulan Park, right? So we request everyone to please attend the Rath Yatra and receive the mercy and blessings of Lord Jagannath in that auspicious day. And also we do have Janmashtami coming up next month, September 4th. So very grand festival, and there will be day-long programs starting from Mangalarti 4:45 a.m. to midnight Aarti at 12 o'clock. And many programs like Abhishekam, breaking of Dahi Handi, and fireworks, boat festival, swing festival, theatre shows, and much more programs are awaited. So, and also we do have kids camp coming up from August 17 to 21. Like, it's a 5-day program which also includes like green industry visit also, like outside extra picnic also. So please hurry up, the seats are filling up so fast. So hurry up and get registered on kids camp, summer kids camp of ISKCON Detroit, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Kids camp here at ISKCON Detroit. It's from August 17th to 21st. So this is the right time for kids to engage more and get to know more about Krishna consciousness, and also engage nicely with other kids and spend a nice time with them. So, Hare Krishna. Jai Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai.